Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Explain That Game, the series that showcases a game and most of its features to help you decide if it's worth your time and money. Today we're looking at Metagolf Beta by Arm42. It's currently available for 68% off during beta. Obviously with this being beta, it's not finished and it's not representative of the final product, so bear that in mind while we're going through it. You can get it through Desura for £2.88 or Indivania for $3.99, which is pretty equivalent pricing really, so that doesn't bother me too much. The game itself, if you haven't guessed from the title, is a side-scrolling crazy golf type thing with a few differences. It's quite interesting to note that it's not top-down. Most 2D golf games tend to go for a top-down perspective, so this is quite different in that respect. And the story, well, it's crazy golf. I mean, you don't really need much more story than that, do you? Okay, so on to the actual game. We've got this bit of a funny title screen here, and at first I didn't actually like it. Then I figured out that you can actually drag bits around, and I thought that was awesome. I love playing with title screens for no real reason. I mean, we can even smash that to pieces just because. And that mechanic's actually in the game as well. There are some chains in the levels that you can break. Now I'm not sure if this is the full version or the demo version. I've paid for the full version, but if I press F9, I get this come up. So I'm not exactly sure. That might be worth checking out before you do buy. But I do have access to the level editor, which I believe is a paid-only feature. And apparently everything in the game is made with this same editor. I mean, I can just put random bits in for the sake of it, colour that in. So yeah, the level editor is pretty cool, but I won't go into that too much because that's not really what I'm here to look at the gameplay. There we go, that's a good way of looking at it. Okay, so if we press escape, this is sort of your level select screen and everything like that. It's quite a sleek package, I like it. It is worth noting that the game is local multiplayer only, although I saw on a comment on Desura the dev said that he'd like to put in online multiplayer, which I think would make the game a lot better, especially because if you look at the default key bindings and things, most of them are set to the keyboard. Now if you don't have a gamepad, which you probably should do, but if you don't have a gamepad and you're trying to play 4-player, I think a lot of people are going to have trouble on their keyboards because keyboards have what's called a key rollover, if you don't know, and that's how many keys at once they can register. And the limit by USB is supposedly 6 keys at once. So if you've got 4 people running around and they're all pressing buttons, I think you're going to be missing some keys. They're going to be ghosting a bit. And cheap keyboards as well, it's possibly even less than 6 keys that can register at a time. If you're using a PS2 keyboard, then you're probably fine. But yeah, that's worth making note of. So then you got your level select screen and a few different, I suppose, modifiers that you can put on to freshen up the experience a bit. And then there's the options. They're pretty good for the graphic quality of the game. Resolutions are a little bit weird, not quite sure about that. Full screen and windowed though. The rest of the stuff speaks for itself really. Let's see. Only one volume slider though, would have liked separate ones, but it's no big deal. I think I'll look at these in depth more later, but for now we'll go through the tutorial because that's obviously designed to give you kind of a overall look at the game, and then we'll take a look at another level possibly. So if we start that, here we are. If you click these, they give you a little bit of information, but we're not going to use those. Movement is arrow keys for this anyway. You press down, that actually lets you pass through the ball. You can jump, depending on how long you hold the jump button for, you'll jump higher. You can actually jump ridiculously high, and with this control setup I've got at the moment, you aim with the mouse and you hold click and the power meter will go up and down. Thing is though, I'm not quite sure how the power meter registers, like where it starts from. I believe it's from wherever you left it, and I think for a more consistent experience it'd be better if it always started from the bottom, because then you could just get the timing right and you wouldn't really need to look at it. You could just know when it's going to do it. After a while you get the feel for it. So yeah, I'm not sure about that. This little screen over in the bottom here, that's just showing where the ball is because I'm not near it. Let's see. You can kill small animals for the laugh. Let's see. And we'll just keep going through. Now these here, these are one-way fields, so if you notice I'm not actually falling through it, but I can go through it this way and back, but I can't pass back through. That doesn't apply to objects or the ball, that's only for player characters. This is a moving block, but it requires a certain amount of weight to go down, so 10 ton weight, and we're sorted. These types of blocks here, if it doesn't have spikes on it, it can't kill you. That seems to be the general rule of the game, which works quite well. This here is essentially a checkpoint. You just run over it to activate it, so then if you die, you start back from the checkpoint. If a ball hits some spikes, same happens, it will restart from an area as well. Now, fields that look like this, they will only let a certain object through. So as you can see, it's only boxes that will go through, and we can just knock that over there. And this is the opposite, because it's got a line through it, only boxes can't pass through that field. Swimming, you can't drown. If you hold the jump button, you'll just keep swimming up. You can't walk while on the bottom, which I thought was a little strange. Yeah, I'm not so sure if that's intended or not. This here is like a sticky surface that makes it hard for the ball to roll across and for you to run across, but you can always just jump it. Now, this is one of those chains that we saw earlier, and supposedly using this brick you can break the chain, although I've had no luck doing so at all. I don't know if that's just me, but yeah, I don't have a clue. Let's see. Jump pads. If you hold up while you're on a jump pad, you'll jump even higher, about double the height. Yeah, don't know if that's really worth noting or not. Let's see, what's this? Oh yes, the ball itself. The ball actually starts colourless, and it will only change colour when you touch it. Now that's a feature because of the multiplayer aspect. Each player has a colour assigned to them, and whichever player's colour the ball is at the end when it gets potted will win. So that means that you could do really dickish tactics like waiting by the hole for the other person to knock it through, change it to your colour, and then just win right at the end. Now if you see up top, we've got par, and that only relates to how many times you hit the ball. You can kind of cheat just by pushing the ball, and I say cheat by normal golf rules. This obviously isn't normal golf. These are magnets which affect your movement, and these are sort of like pinball things, like very similar to from Sonic Casino Nights. Let's go through. Snails will leach the colour out of the ball. You can always knock them away. Well, not very far. Oh, there we go, that's better. They'll leach the colour out of the ball. And through we go. Oh dear. Oh, I thought I was going to push it into the spikes. This weird looking thing here is a portal, which will take you to another matching portal. Fortunately, you can't go back through it, but it's the same graphic, which is a little confusing. And we'll just knock that over. Obviously, the power meter represents how hard you're going to hit the ball. Let's just knock that over there. And did we pop? Oh, I think we're just off. Yeah. Now you can break these windmills too. I did it earlier, but I don't know if I'll be able to repeat it. Yeah, there we go. Broke the propeller off just because. No real reason to it. And we'll just pop this now. We'll just kick it in. And we're through. Par, 5 out of 10. So we hit the ball 5 times. Now, if we bring up this and we'll load easy going, just because it's a a fairly straightforward level. You can actually complete this level without in par 0. Oh, also I forgot to mention, if you double tap down, you can drop to a platform below. Apparently it doesn't work here. Ah, here we go. There we go. And if you hold down while running through the ball, you won't collide with it. So I thought it would be interesting now to have a look at a bunch of the modifiers that are available. So you can change it all while you're in game, which I thought was a pretty neat feature. Just put 0 gravity on. See that you can literally fly around and the ball will fly off too. And you see the spike balls there. Turn that off. It's probably a good idea right now before we lose the ball. Oh, that's typical, isn't it? Now, the spike balls, oh dear, you can actually hit them, which I can see being useful for multiplayer, because obviously you want to keep the enemy, your opponent, away from the ball. You just give them a good knock with a spike ball. What was I doing? Yes. There is auto shoot. I actually haven't tried this. Oh, it always puts it on max power. That's good. I like that. We're actually nearly at the end of this level, so I'll kick the ball back just so we can have a bit more of a play. Oh, ball's also affected by a spring pad. There's different types of ball. Hedgehog ball. This doesn't look like it's going to show up straight away, so if we just set it to hedgehog ball, start game. There we are. So the ball is an actual hedgehog. It's got a mind of its own and it moves. Oh dear, I forgot you run up slopes so slowly. Where'd the ball go? Oh, there he is. What a bizarre idea. So this is the first time I've actually tried hedgehog ball. Let's try a different type of ball. Magic ball, I'm actually not sure what that does, so I'm going to leave it out. And I've actually tried magic ball and I still had no idea. And death ball kills you when you touch it. So this is another thing, you can knock it to another player to kill them. Oh, the spikes also make it stick into surfaces too, which makes it a completely different experience. And you can see how all these different things would change the experience. If you wanted to stop the whole, well, like I mentioned earlier, it's not actually cheating, but if you want to stop the whole cheating aspect of kicking the ball, you could always turn ball contact off. And then, oh, you can turn creatures off too. That's interesting. So let's try that. You'll notice now that I'm just walking straight through the ball, like I've constantly got that no collision turned on. I didn't even notice these other game modes earlier. Just have a look at these. This is strange. So this looks like it just changes the what the player is, just to something with a smaller area. And let's see what capture the rabbit is. I'm not seeing any, oh dear, any evidence of what capture the rabbit is. I don't know if I'm just being a bit stupid. She's a very big possibility. Oh, there's a rabbit. Oh, what? Did the rabbit kill me? I don't know. I don't know. But let's take a quick look at the multiplayer aspect now. What was it doing? Player. Here we are. We'll turn player 2 on. And we'll start game. I'm a big fan of the fact that everything can be changed in game. So you see at the bottom we've got both of us there together. You can jump on the other player's head, and you can also hit them with the golf club to move them. Now if I touch the golf ball here, you'll notice that it turns red, and then if the other player touches it, it turns blue. So if it was blue when it went in the goal at the end, then it would be this player's win. If it was red, it would be mine. We'll have a look at one of the harder levels later on. Let's try. Ooh, wonder what laboratories and what's in a funny colour. See what happens. Oops, didn't mean to bring in another player. Let's grey them out. And we'll pick a different one. This level looks a little weird. Vortex Night, here we are. Ah, so we've actually got a nighttime level, that's interesting. The victory's up there. I'm not actually sure where the ball even is, which is a little odd. Have I gone straight past it somewhere? Oh, and there's spikes there. Okay, yeah, don't like this level. I'm not doing a very good job of showing this off, am I? Oh wow, okay. Yeah, let's... Oh, I was going to say let's try and make this easier for ourselves, but I've done the exact opposite. Ooh, that was close. And down the well. What's this say? Remember your training. Okay, so we need a 10-ton weight. Oh no, we need a box. That's the only thing that'll pass through it. That makes sense. And here are the boxes. Oh, I'm going to put that auto shoot back on. That worked really well. And it's good for just shoveling everything through because it's instant. And I don't know how many boxes we're going to need. Hopefully we won't need all of them. There we are. Magic. Now we can go... Ah, there's the ball. Huh, which we can't get to yet. Oh dear. I'm not quite sure what we're meant to be doing here. Do we need to knock a box through there? We probably do, actually. Oops. Oh no. This is a disaster. Oh dear, I'm terrible at this. We'll give it one more go. I'm pretty sure this is the right thing to do. And oh dear, I've had a time limit on apparently. Oh well, that was pretty poor. I think you get the idea though. I don't know if I just restart, go back to start screen. Ah, it just restarts the level, okay. I think you get the idea of what the game's like. I'm pretty awful at it. It seems quite fun though. Obviously it would be better with online multiplayer, and I hope the developer does manage to get that feature in, but I understand netcode isn't exactly an easy thing to pull off. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, this has been Harvey from WhoKnowsGaming. If you've enjoyed this video, leave a like and or subscribe. If you didn't, then don't. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.